Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here. It's Monday the 13th of August. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. The sites get free of charge by you coming back to the site and viewing it regularly, and also using the charts that we have on here too, and by telling your friends, because the more adverts we can put in front of you, the more revenue it generates, and that's what keeps it all free of charge. So we're looking at the weather now for the next couple of weeks, and yes, we've got an unsettled week ahead, but it's a bit tricky to pin down what's going to happen after this week. I'm still in the camp of thinking that more southern parts of the country will end up with a drier end to August, or second half of August, and that the rain will be tending to be across northern and more western areas. Now, this is the total rainfall chart for the week ending the 21st of August, so this gives us a full week. So this is the end of next Monday, and you can see here how most of the rainfall is across the western parts of the British Isles. So we've got sort of a couple of inches running into southwest Cornwall, across Ireland up to 90 millimetres, so we're nearly getting on for 4 inches of rain there, and across central parts of Scotland too we're picking up quite some heavy rainfall, as well as northwest England. But notice how much of central and eastern England is generally quite dry. Only 14 or 15 millimetres forecast across central southern England, and this looks entirely feasible. Western parts of Wales could be on for a couple of inches during the next week, but you can see there, look, eastern Wales sees far less in the way of rainfall, so you can see a definite split here in the amount of rainfall between west and east. My feeling is that that will probably be a little bit axis more towards the northeast southwest, so kind of along that sort of line running up there is probably where we'll see most of the rainfall. To the northwest of that line and to the southeast, I think, is certainly where we're going to see the least of it. So there is some question mark over how to develop, and really that's seen here as well in the CFS forecast. This is the forecast for the 500 millibar height anomaly. This is from the 13th to the 19th of August, so this is for the next week. And notice how you have to kind of turn your head a little bit upside down to view these charts, because they're centered on the poles. So here's the British Isles, look, just under here, upside down. So you can see how the chart has here above normal height anomalies out to the east. This is the area of high pressure east of the British Isles in the next week, but here's the deep low in the Atlantic, look, and we've got this southerly flow coming from this low, which probably brings warm conditions, but we'll go through that in detail in just a moment. Into the second week, which is from the 20th to the 26th of August, notice how the high builds down to the south, these above normal height anomalies across central parts of Europe, affecting the southern parts of the British Isles. So this is this hint of these southern areas certainly becoming dry, and this is has been picked up by the CFS in quite a few runs now, although low the normal heights look towards the northwest of Ireland, so quite a contrast between north and south of the country. Jet stream probably running through here like so, through Ireland, through northern parts of England, and as I've been saying right the way through, I didn't think it was going to be dry across all parts of the country in the second half of August, or indeed dry. I always thought there'd be rain across Ireland, or particularly western parts of Scotland, and this is kind of confirmed in this scenario, but the far south tending to stay on the drier side. And looking a little bit further ahead, the CFS then goes into the end of August. This is from 27th of August to the 2nd of September, so right at the end of the month. And you see how the heights have fallen. We've lost the high down to the south, we've picked up a trough across Scandinavia, and lower than normal heights across the British Isles. So this probably hints at a wetter end to the month, so the final sort of 5 or 6 days of the month potentially turning wetter as the jet stream slips a little bit further south, and that's when I think southern parts of the country could see some rainfall too. And then into the first week of September, this is up to the 3rd to the 9th of September, and notice again low the normal heights across Scotland, around normal heights down to the south, the jet stream probably blowing through here, and I think southern areas tending to be on the drier side again for that first week of September, although still some rain across western Ireland and the western parts of Scotland. So you see there how the weather's shaping up according to the CFS for the rest of the month, and it looks fairly reasonable to me. So what about the coming hours and days then? Well, here's how things look as far as the GFS is concerned. This is the chart for midday today. Low pressure out towards the west of Ireland. we've got these isobars getting closer together, indicating the stronger winds, but they're coming from the south, so it is fairly warm. Outbreaks of rain out towards the west of the country. These are going to be moving eastwards as we progress during the day, but those outbreaks of rain are generally going to become lighter across many parts of the Midlands as they move eastwards. Some showers following into the west of Wales, but they'll be fading away. Most of the rain affecting southern parts of Scotland and the northern parts of England. Overnight tonight, rain will still be affecting the north of England, southern parts and central parts of Scotland. And then through the early hours of the morning, that rain will be clearing its way steadily eastwards from north-eastern Scotland. However, the next batch of rain coming into southern Ireland, affecting southwest England as well, later on in the night. But for most, it looks as if it will be dry. Through Tuesday, we're going to find rain affecting western parts of Wales, Northern Ireland, some showers across Scotland, and perhaps some shower outbreaks of rain as well affecting southeastern parts of England. Elsewhere, sunny spells and scattered showers through Tuesday morning, and then into Tuesday afternoon. Should be dry across much of the Midlands and eastern England, but just one or two showers could drift onto these southern coasts. More persistent showers affecting northwestern parts of England, southern Scotland, northwestern Ireland, northwestern Scotland too. And then the next batch of rain coming into the south. Now, this is going to be warm conditions. We could be up to 23 or 24 degrees in the sunshine during the course of Tuesday. Overnight into Tuesday, well, we find one or two showers still around, but then it looks like a change takes place into Wednesday morning. We find a deep area of low pressure coming into the southwestern parts of the country through Wednesday morning. This is going to be pushing some heavy spells of rain northwards through southern England, southern Wales, southern Ireland on Wednesday morning. You can see how strong the winds are here. I think these reaching gale force in the far southwest, drier across Scotland and the far north of England. However, that's not going to last, because as you can see, the rain progresses northwards during Wednesday afternoon, going through the Midlands, reaching northern parts of England, Northern Ireland, southern Scotland by 7 o'clock in the evening, across much of East Anglia too. Down to the south, dry, brighter conditions follow, but very windy across these southwestern parts. Unseasonably windy, I think, through parts of Cornwall and western parts of Wales, with severe gales. Gusts could reach 50 miles an hour, perhaps even 60 miles an hour off the western coast of Cornwall. Overnight, we'll find the rain moving northwards steadily through Scotland. More rain affecting southern Ireland and western Wales as this occlusion wraps itself around and staying windy in the west. But for many parts of England and eastern Wales, it should be staying generally dry. Heading into Thursday morning, still rain across northern Scotland as that front still hangs around. More rain as well for western Ireland, which is where the strongest winds will be. I think along these western coasts, one or two showers just blowing in, but sunny spells in these areas. I think though for most of eastern Wales, for much of England and for eastern and southern Scotland, it should be dry and bright, although quite breezy. Heading into the late part of Thursday overnight to Friday, looks like another batch of rain then moves its way into Ireland, southwest England and Wales. Remember at the beginning showing you that rainfall chart, how it was focused out towards the west of the country? Well, here it is again. Look, another batch of rain hitting western parts of the country, but eastern areas staying dry and also remaining warm with a southerly wind. Into the day itself on Friday, well, we'll find some heavy periods of rain are going to be tracking their way northwards and eastwards through the country. Now, exactly how far east this rain gets is a little bit dubious at the moment. I think it's going to be southwest England, Wales, perhaps parts of the southern Midlands that cops most of it. Some heavy periods going to northwestern parts of England and also for Scotland too, though. And then overnight into Saturday, well, most of the rain will be clearing north. I think always, though, tending to hang around these West Welsh coasts and the far west of southwestern England, as well as southwest Scotland. Some bits and pieces of cloud and some outbreaks of rain across Ireland, but for much of the central and eastern parts of England, it'll be dry and it's going to become very warm too. Been a heat wave recently in Spain, and these southerly winds are going to be bringing that warm air northwards, and we could be looking at 29 degrees, perhaps even 30. Possibly across England and Wales during the course of Saturday. And then into Saturday, well, the rain gathers strength again. Another area of low pressure forming, moving northwards, taking some heavy rain across Wales, Ireland into Scotland. And then we find one or two showers just coming to western Wales later on in the day. But again, for England and Wales, it's dry, but it will be cooler. I think we're looking at 22 or 23 degrees. And then into Sunday, well, we start to see the effect of a weak ridge of high pressure just building in off the Atlantic. Look, the pressure has risen, so it looks as if much of England, Wales, I think much of eastern Scotland, Eastern Ireland are all going to be dry with some sunny spells. Just 1 or 2 showers affecting Western Ireland and the western parts of Scotland. And then as we head into the start of the new week, so we're getting now into Tuesday. I think after a fine day on Monday, Tuesday sees 1 or 2 showers across northern and western parts of Scotland, a few over Ireland, but dry for much of England and Wales. And if we pick up on the ensemble model then, taking us beyond this, we'll be able to see that we find that the fine conditions during the course of the week, which we'll just move on to now, look as if they hang around for a couple of days. However, it's where the jet is going to be positioned which is the big question mark at the moment. So here we go with Tuesday. This is the overnight chart that we've just seen for the GFS. So we've got this ridge of high pressure built into the south. Look, it looks as if that hangs around during the course of Tuesday, but into Wednesday we're starting to look at this trough moving into Western Ireland and Western Scotland. That could bring 1 or 2 outbreaks of rain there, but for much of England and Wales it looks as if it should be dry through the Wednesday too. Should be staying dry as well into the Thursday with this ridge staying in place. I think outbreaks of rain for Northern and Western Scotland, possibly for Northern Ireland as well, but for most it's dry once again. And then heading into the Friday, well, the ridge is starting to give way a little bit. I think a front could go eastwards across Scotland, Northern England, Northern Wales, taking some outbreaks of showery rain with it, but I do think the south tending to stay on the drier side. And then heading into the 25th, which is taking us into Saturday the 25th, hints of the winds becoming more west-northwesterly. I think the south of England tending to stay dry, but I think more central and northern areas remain with those scattered showers. And the hints are that with the winds becoming more northwesterly by the end of the month, that jet stream slipping southwards, that's where we could see this unsettled spell for the final few days of the month. So lots to digest there, but hopefully that's been useful for you. Really the headline is that the unsettled weather's around this week, particularly through western parts of the country, but we're looking at this improvement taking place through the weekend and into next week. So thanks again for watching. Please do tell your friends about the site here. Follow us on Twitter and on Facebook too. Twitter is at Weather School. Facebook, just do a search for Weather School. And please do keep coming back. As I said at the beginning, it's by you viewing the forecast and the charts and looking at the adverts on the screen that keeps the forecast all completely free of charge. So thanks again for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.